Hi, Esmé. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. And you?
I'm all right on this overcast day in Durban. So, yeah, I wanted to know, please tell me the journey of Nebula Art.
The journey of Nebula Art. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to make it short because it's never a short answer, eh? Is it? So, firstly, I'd say my mom and my dad are both artists. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm Afrikaans if I do like struggle a bit. So I grew up around art. I basically painted before I could write my name. Um, And then I kind of just kept painting until I think I was in 18 years old. And then I stopped for about, like, I think about 10 years. I didn't really paint at all. And then when I fell pregnant, I
Oh,
started um, painting again, kind of
mm-hmm.
just to say thank you to people that were giving me presents, like people give you stuff. And some of that stuff was like very expensive brands and clothes and stuff. And then it kind of just snowballed from there. So I started making sketches first, like realistic sketches, and then I started getting orders. And at that point, I was still working in hospitality. So it kind of got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm actually starting to make more money with the paintings than with the working. And like I would like to be with my son a bit more, like hospitality's got unusual hours and stuff. Um, and then I opened up a shop in Frankfurt and started giving art classes. And yeah, from there on, it's been like 4 years now that I've been full-time artist now. So actually,
Okay.
also interesting
Mm-hmm.
was COVID actually, where other people kind of lost money and kind of lost a lot of things. I kind of made money because I don't know, for some reason people ordered a lot of paintings in COVID. I don't know if it's because they didn't have money to spend or they had money to spend. Hey, they had money to spend. Let me just close that door quickly.
Sure.
Hey, look. Those dogs are gonna drive us nuts. Sorry. Yeah,
It's all
so in
right.
COVID time, I actually kind of made up my mind after
Mm-hmm.
COVID because that's like in those few months, I think I made like 9 drawings, and then yeah,
Okay.
that's what basically happened. Yeah, kind of just happened naturally, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So, in the space that you're in, who are the people that you look up to?
The space that I'm in. Hmm, that's a very difficult question. I don't really necessarily look up to one person because
Mm-hmm.
nobody's perfect and everybody's got some stuff, like. But I'd say like I'd say David Attenborough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know who he is,
Sounds
and
familiar.
basically just taking bits and pieces from everywhere around me. Like just philosophers and basically watching like true stories and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like I don't really have one specific person, I'd say.
Okay. Well, you're most welcome to mention the names that you look up to. It doesn't have to be one specific person.
Oh, I really haven't thought about that really.
Okay.
Um,
No, no worries.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So, what have been your highlights thus far?
my highlights. Yo, I think
Mm-hmm.
like in success wise, like painting wise,
Mm-hmm.
obviously,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Success. Yeah. Painting
Um,
wise.
I'd say just like being able to make it for the last 4 years. It's been difficult as well. Like I get my quiet months. Hey, come, hey, move, move. I get my months where it's a bit more difficult because and
Mm-hmm.
then but for somebody to make it as an artist nowadays, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a highlight itself. You know.
Wow. Okay. And any lowlights, if any?
Yeah, definitely. Some of the, like I said, I mean, I think what's difficult about being an artist is like
Mm-hmm.
I put a lot of effort and like detail into my paintings. Some of them sometimes takes a month or two,
Mm-hmm.
and then people can't really afford the price that it's supposed to be, And so a lot of times I have to sell my paintings for a lot less than it's like
Mm-hmm.
time worth. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that can get, sometimes it can get difficult. Also, not just financially, just like mentally, to push through and finish something. And sometimes there's a few tears as well. And yeah, yeah, you get a bit emotional,
Of course.
sometimes when you struggle to finish a painting, or you don't know if people's going to like it or what, yeah.
All right. So what are the plans for the rest of this year and beyond?
Well, the plans for the rest of the year is I need to start making stock. I don't actually have stock because I'm usually working on consignment. Like when they order, they send me a picture and then I make the picture. And most of the time, people tell me exactly what they want. So they send me photos of their children or whatever, and then I make it. So I don't have stock. So I'm trying to build some stock so that I can start. Maybe, I'm not sure, go to galleries or have an exhibition. But at the moment, I literally only have like 2 paintings. So that's not going to happen if I start. And I'm going to have to start picking up the pace because I can't like spend a month or 2 on a painting. So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. Finally, what are your words of inspiration for upcoming artists?
Upcoming artists. I'd say you should do what you really like feel in your heart you want to do, like because there's so much things you can paint and so much people talking to you, and you should never compare your paintings to anybody else. Like like my mother's, for instance, also an artist, and people tend to tell me like, oh, so they bought my mom's painting, kind of like it's like a sad thing. And I'm like, no, that's fine. That's my mom's paintings. You like her sort of art. You like somebody's going to like your art, like you've got your own audience. My audience, my mom's audience are 2 different people. Like I don't like customers or whatever you call them, admirers or whatever you want to call them. So don't give up if somebody or if you feel like the majority doesn't like your paintings. Like it doesn't have to, like, make the paintings you want to make, and follow your intuition, because I feel like the paintings that I've made when I followed my intuition was like the best ones, because it came out of my heart and it was like truly something I wanted to do, and I could really use my creativity. Nobody told me what to do and what not to do. I did it basically for myself. Those paintings are always the best. So just stick to your own thing, do what you want to do, and the people will come. Like the people that like your customers will come. Yeah, and just keep pushing. Yeah, and also I'd say don't just maybe just do an extra job at the side if you can. If you want to start up, don't just go and be an artist. It doesn't work that way. You have to. It takes time to build. Yeah, that's all that I can say. Yeah.
Okay. All I got to say is thanks so much for your time, and hopefully the first of many chats.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Have a good day.
You too.
You too. Bye.